Think about how you spot a friend in a crowded room. You don't scan their eyebrows, nose, and chin to piece it together. Your brain takes in their entire face as one instant, complete image. Researchers found that when reading, our brains do the exact same thing with familiar words. We store them in our memory as complete visual shapes. This concept is the foundation of the whole word approach to reading. Instead of starting by sounding out individual letters, the logic behind phonics, this method treats early reading as a visual recognition task. For a young learner, diving into a book starts as a natural game of pattern recognition rather than an abstract technical exercise. The question of exactly how to teach kids to read has sparked decades of debate among parents, politicians, and scientists. Today, educators often refer to this conflict as the reading wars. The intensity of this debate reached a peak during the 1950 space race. Suddenly, American education was under a microscope, and there was a national push to make literacy training faster and more efficient. This demand for super reading efficiency reached the highest levels of government. Leaders sought specialized techniques to process the massive amounts of information crossing their desks. But all this pressure created public skepticism. Many activists argued that modern, top-down scientific approaches were failing our students, and they demanded a strict return to phonics to save the education system. Advocates argued that breaking language into abstract sounds prevents children from acquiring meaning. They pushed for classrooms filled with diverse books and environmental print. While these debates still occur today, the whole word approach remains a vital tool for making reading accessible to children through immediate recognition. The whole word method focuses on meaning first. A child learns what a word represents in the real world before they worry about the specific sounds of its individual letters. To do this, kids learn a word shape. Just like recognizing a car or a house, a learner memorizes the unique silhouette of the letters grouped together. This works best with high imagery words. These are concrete terms that easily trigger a picture in the mind. A word like cat has a clear face, while a low imagery word like the is much harder for a beginner to visualize. By linking a word's visual face to its meaning, children can read their favorite words immediately without needing to master complex phonetic rules first. Teachers often use a systematic four-step process to guide a child from simple visual matching to independent reading. Step 1 is matching a picture to a word. This creates the initial neural link between a familiar image and its written label. In Step 2, we take the picture away. Now, the learner matches a written word to an identical written word, forcing them to recognize the word's specific letter pattern. Step 3 is selection. The teacher says a word out loud, and the child scans a group of different cards to pick out the correct one, testing their active recognition. Finally, Step 4 is independent naming. The child looks at a word card on its own and reads it aloud, without any visual or verbal prompts. This progression builds momentum by swapping the stress of decoding for the immediate satisfaction of identifying a word. This visual approach leads directly to functional reading. This is the ability to read words for a practical purpose, like navigating a neighborhood or following a schedule. You can see this happen naturally when toddlers recognize environmental print. A child knows a red octagon means stop long before they know the sounds of the letters S, T, O, and P. Because of this, the whole word method is a primary strategy for teaching survival words, like exit or danger, to learners with intellectual disabilities to foster independence. When a child can navigate a street corner or find an exit on their own, reading is an active tool for freedom. Whole word instruction isn't a replacement for phonics. Instead, it serves as an entryway, helping a child build a core vocabulary of about 50 words they know purely by sight. This initial success prevents the frustration that causes many children to give up on reading before they've even started. You can practice this at home by labeling the world. Placing clear, handwritten stickers on common items like toy bins or drawers helps children connect written forms to their daily environment. Surrounding children with whole words empowers them to understand their world as quickly as they recognize a friendly face.